got some deer. Ooh, I want to run into them. You see them on screen?
You have arrived.
I have arrived. Oh my goodness. Wow, that thing looks a whole lot different. Actually, a whole lot taller in person. So I parked down there. And here's this giant pyramid out here. Just outside of Jacksonville, Texas. Look at that thing. I've been to some very interesting monuments and grave sites, and in the past I've said these take the #1 spot. This is a monument. Still, I think this one actually takes the #1 spot. I can't wait to get into the history to tell you about this. And right here is a plaque that talks about the history of what I'm about to get into. So without further ado, let's get it going. In the heart of East Texas, hidden down a lonely country road, stands a silent sentinel, a reddish granite pyramid surrounded by a simple fence. It marks a place where history ran red, the Killough Monument. It commemorates the largest single killing of white settlers by Native Americans in Texas history. 18 men, women, and children. But the stone tells only a part of the story. The real history is a tale of broken promises, land disputes, and a tragedy that would forever alter the faith of the Cherokee Nation in Texas. This is a story of how a small family's dream of a new life became a nightmare, and that nightmare fulfilled a war. To understand the massacre, we must first understand the land. In 1837, Texas was a brand new republic, a vast, wild territory with a problem. Who owned the land? Sam Houston, the hero of San Jacinto, negotiated a treaty with the local Cherokee and associated tribes, promising them their land in East Texas in exchange for their neutrality during the Texas Revolution. The settlers, like Isaac Killough Sr., they came from Alabama looking for a new start. They were sold land deeds, legitimately, in their eyes, to this very area. They had no idea it was the same land promised to the Cherokees. By 1838, the air in East Texas was thick with tension. The new settlers were planting crops and building homes, while the Cherokees watched, their resentment growing. The situation exploded with the Cordova Rebellion, a plot by the Mexican official Vicente Cordova to start an uprising and to return Texas to Mexican ruler. He found eager allies among the disaffected tribes. Fearing for their safety, many settlers, including the Killoughs, temporarily fled their homesteads, gathering in safer locations like Lacey's Fort near Nacogdoches. But as harvest season approached, the Killoughs decided to return home. They had secured a promise of safety passage from Chief Bowles, the primary Cherokee leader. They went back gathering their crops, not even bringing their guns, believing they were safe. On October 5th, 1838, the sun was high in the sky and the settlers were working in their fields. The promise of peace was an illusion. Just after noon, a renegade band attacked. It was a mixture group of Caddo, Cushado, and other renegaded Indians, not necessarily the main Cherokee group that had promised peace. The attack was swift and brutal. The men working in the fields were the first targets. In the ensuing chaos, 18 people were killed or abducted. Among the dead were Isaac Killough Sr. and members of his immediate and extended family. Of the 18 that were attacked, 8 of them survived, some women, children, and men, and one of the women was carrying an infant. They all made it back to Lucy's Fort, located about 40 miles south of the settlement, where they found safety, all thanks to a friendly Indian. Without that Indian's help, there is no telling where this story would have gone. The news of the massacre spread like wildfires across the young republic. Mirablu B. Lamar, who favored a policy of Indian exclusion, used the incident as justification. The narrative was simple. The Cherokees have broken the treaty. This led directly to the Battle of Neches in 1839, where Chief Bowles was killed, and the Cherokees were forced from Texas into a brutal removal, similar to the Cherokee Trail of Tears. The monument stands as a physical reminder of this complex, painful history. Erected in the 1930s by the WPA, it sits in a quiet, secluded cemetery where some of the victims' descendants are also now buried. The site is peaceful now, but its remote location and tragedy past have given rise to local legends of hauntings, whispers in the woods, and the enduring mystery of the missing captives.